Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It's not Tuesday.
No, it's not.
It's weak ass Wednesday.
It is.
It's Wednesday.
What?
It's Wednesday.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's how it's pronounced, I think. Right?
Right?
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is Wednesday. It is not Top Rope Tuesday. We're usually here on Tuesdays, but because I'm such a bitch and I couldn't get my life together yesterday, we couldn't make it happen. But we're here,
bitch.
yeah, I mean, I tell you, this is a holiday week. You know, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm in the chip business. We sell a ton of chips. Ricky's in the grocery business. I'm sure he's putting up a lot of shit. So, and Scotty's in the business of eating everything that Ricky and I
put up. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a giant spoon hanging on his back wall.
In window number 4 is the returning Wyatt to Hard Way Wrestling. Got the old school sweatshirt on. I like that. I look a lot younger there.
A lot balder too.
You had better hair then.
I definitely better. Where's my tan? Where's my hot dog tan? That's what I want to know.
I mean, even the art made Scott look thin.
Those are the shittiest fucking sweatshirts. Where did we get those done at?
I don't know.
Your old friends.
Oh, the people from the people that go to ATCW.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible artwork. I like it though. It's old school. It's old throwback. Wyatt is back with us, getting his life together. What? Tell us. Do you have hand tattoos now? Is that new? Okay. All right. Are you teaching an art class or what is that?
I'm actually a math teacher.
So the last time Wyatt was with us, he was in the process of trying to get his master's. Did you ever get your master's?
I am on my certificate. I got my certificate in teaching.
Sweet.
I'm working on my master's next year.
Okay. All right. So you were a teacher before you had your certificate?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Maryland, so it would explain a lot with the kids.
Montgomery County was desperate for special ed teachers, so I applied last year and they gave it to me.
Okay. They gave it to you. Take it.
Hey, I'll take it. I make more than I ever had, so I don't care.
Love that. So, welcome back to Hard Way Wrestling. You can catch Wyatt on actually Thursdays. We have a video come up Thursday. It's our NXT review. And what is that NXT review called?
NXT Shakedown.
Which Scott called something else last week. I think it was Throwdown.
I completely botched the opening.
They accidentally called it Takedown.
Yeah,
Takedown. Oh yeah,
well,
yeah, no big deal. So, I'm
There you go, Scotty.
Yeah, adjusting everyone's audio.
He was
here,
excited.
It's like Google Play.
Yep.
You know, it's funny, and I'm going to give you guys some constructive, not both of you, just one of you, some constructive criticism. I'm going to give constructive criticism to the guy who does these all the time. For some reason, when Scotty is, and you can tell me if I'm wrong here, when Scotty is hosting, he becomes a different person. He changes his cadence. He changes his voice. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, no, I mean,
He
it's
becomes
funny.
a
When we start
fucking
off this
robot.
show, man, oh my god,
He's a robot. He's like, welcome to the Shakedown with Scotty. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Who is this guy?
Okay. I didn't notice
baby.
it, but
Be natural. Be you. Well, don't be, be someone else, but don't be.
I really would like to
you, but you need to be you.
Yeah.
Don't be robot you.
Yeah.
Don't be robot.
It is funny though. It does make me laugh because I actually I don't even watch your videos. I watch the beginning of the video just so I can hear Scotty go, Welcome to the shakedown.
Oh my god!
If AI had a body, it'd be Scott.
But see, my thing is AI is smart, and the big brain has to be there. But it went south for the winter.
Way south. Way south. Hey, Lacey's in the house. What's going on? So welcome to Heart Rate Wrestling. It is Wednesday again. We're a day behind. So we're going to cover Raw today. And I have one news article. There's a lot of not a lot of news articles out there. There's some, but they're terrible. There's nothing there's no real meat. No real meat. So
that's because Vince is keeping his ass clean nowadays.
I'm gonna tell you, I miss the days of Vince. I really do, because we had a good year there where it was like, who's now we got Puff Daddy, and we don't really talk about Puff Daddy. So
Yeah.
Puff Daddy's a new Vince, and we're not really into that. So, but anyway, make sure you go like and subscribe. Subscribe.
Scissor?
Do all of it. Scissor too. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Also, we are on Patreon. Go like that. If you want to join our predictions challenge, you're gonna hear us talk about that predictions challenge later on today. We have an NXT show live. We're gonna do a live NXT show. We haven't done that yet. So we're gonna do a live NXT show where we'll get the NXT picks for this weekend's Battleground. So we'll get into that.
Got that all set up and ready to go for tonight.
Super excited. So, but we're going to get through this. We're going to do, I got one news article, boys, and I got to say, I don't know if I think I'm a little disappointed. We reported earlier in the year, or earlier this month, or it was the end of last month, that Willow had re-signed with AEW. Well, it is now confirmed. She spoke to SI's The Takedown. Wait a minute. Sports Illustrated has a show called The Takedown.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is the NXT show called for us?
The shakedown.
These sons of bitches are trying to copy off of us.
Oh, I think so.
I think we got a suit, boys.
Yeah, Stephen Pinu.
Yes.
Stephen Pinu.
I'm glad to see that hasn't changed. Scott already the fucking cornet dick.
He loves, he's gotten a lot better with it. But every once in a while, he'll be flattered to play for piss. So, Willow Nightingale has been one of All Elite's most popular stars the past 3 years. And she won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Fightful Select reported earlier this month that Nightingale had agreed to a multi-year deal to stay with AEW, signing with the new deal before even hitting free agency. The Takedown on SI had now confirmed. Nightingale sat down with the Takedown this afternoon, acknowledged that indeed she is re-signed with AEW. She says, "That is true. Yes, I am happy where I am. I think there is so much left ahead of me to do here at AEW, things that I want to accomplish, but also I'm just really excited to be part of something when it's fresh and new. And I think we're past years finding out footage, they're still finding their footage. Anyway, she says she's super excited. She's part of that whole bullshit with that big storyline with the Death Riders right now. As Ricky would say. So anyway, Ricky, disappointed. We're pro Willow. We love Willow here at Heart Rate Wrestling. And are we happy that she's staying with AEW? Do we want to see her move on to a better, more well put together organization like Impact?
I mean, to be honest, we saw Willow at the final battle for ROH.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a great energy. She's awesome. I mean, she's a great worker. I don't think she's going to be used the right way at all at AEW like everyone else on that roster.
Okay.
But right now, NXT has a really good lineup of female stars, and WWE's main roster might need some help.
The Boar Horseman. Yeah, she's part of the Boar. She's part of the Boar Horseman.
Yep.
There's your cornet.
And that's the cornetism, and I didn't even say it.
Yeah, that was Rob. Rob loves himself some cornet too. So Ricky, what do you think about Willow resigning? You wish she'd end up with WWE.
Yeah, because now she's trapped.
Yeah,
she's got to play the game. She's got to do whatever Tony wants her to do. And if not, she'll just ride the pine like some of the other ones.
Scotty.
Does that include the cocaine he uses?
That's we don't know that that's true. Man, possible. Not confirmed. Not confirmed. Just in case Jonathan Cross gets a job with AEW. What,
the only one getting a job with AEW is Jonathan De La Cross.
Very, very possible. It's very, very, very.
No, because he's going to be the new leader of the LWO.
He's when they unmask
Americano
Grande, it will be Jonathan for sure. Scotty, thoughts on Willow?
Honestly, I'm not happy. Like, if she we've been hearing this for a while. Nobody can compete with Tony's money. But which is probably honestly the only reason she took the deal. Because I don't see, you can have creative freedom on all you want, and you have so many more things to do. But when the ratings are at this all-time low, when attendance is at an all-time low for them, and, you could have gone to a bigger stage and done better things with WWE, or even for that matter, TNA. I mean, TNA is not necessarily on the biggest stage, but my God, they're doing better than WWE or than AEW right now. So I don't know. I'm not happy about it, but here's my
NXT
thing.
just lost in the ratings to AEW, by the way.
Okay, I mean,
wow.
Well, that's also why NXT is moving from. They're supposed to be using Tampa for their event on Tuesday night, but they're moving it back to their house show in Orlando because of ticket sales.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Willow will not have creative control though.
No.
I can assure you that. That's Mercedes.
So I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say she's right where she needs to be, and here's why. And Wyatt kind of touched on it. NXT roster loaded, best women's roster in wrestling.
Oh, for sure,
bar none.
Yeah.
Especially with the additions of all the top stars from TNA. So TNA and Marigold and New Japan or wherever Julia came from. So Jillian.
She's on SmackDown now, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. She moved up. Anyway, loaded roster for NXT. So if she goes to NXT, very possible she stands out there because Shawn Michaels does a really good with the women's division that he would find a niche for her. Moving her to the main roster, she would be Dewdrop. She would be BFAB. She would be, and honestly, I'm not. It's not a weight thing. It is a lost in translation thing. Like she would be just.
There's too many top stars, and even though they have those mid-card titles, still they're struggling even to put any of that on TV right now.
Yeah, I feel
like all the other storylines going on.
I feel like if she would end up in WWE, she'd have 5 or 6 people following her, and they'd be doing a train or a polka line, or she'd be.
Was she
Fandango? Really?
She'd be Adam Rose.
No.
She'd be the new Adam Rose. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, and by the way, Adam Rose made a lot of people, right? There were a lot of people who came from that group. Becky being one of them. So. I feel like she doesn't stand out in WWE, but AEW, she does stand out. She stands out on ROH. She stands out in AEW's roster. Now they got her mixed in with the Bull Horsemen, which I do agree that it's fucking terrible storyline, and they got to have somebody to face Maria Shafir. So, but I think
ready to do is it Anarchy in the Arena or is it a Blood and Guts?
I think it's Anarchy in the Arena.
Is it that one? Okay.
Yeah. Is that this weekend?
You know what? I think it might be this weekend.
Jesus.
Which, by the way, they're running up against NXT for pay-per-views.
I hope NXT destroys them.
Yeah, I agree.
With the card they have, I think they will.
I don't think they will. I think AEW is going to. Yeah, we have to put a side bet on there. Who's going to win in the ratings? I think AEW's pay-per-views are really good.
Put it in one of the predictions challenges for a bonus question.
You'll be able to watch the NXT and then flip it over, and they'll still be on the third match of the AEW with 9 to go. So you'll be able to watch both. But going back to what I was saying, I think that AEW is where she needs to be right now. Once she gets a little
Willow?
bit more, yes. When she gets more, sorry, pronouns, pal. When Willow gets better at wrestling and better at what she is or where she finds herself, then maybe possibly moving on to NXT or WWE. So just my thought. So
Is that your Scott takes?
that's my Scott take. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy.
Oh
I
man.
did not, definitely did not go crazy. So anyway,
No.
that was my little article for today. Usually I have more, but this has been a crazy week. So I promise next week we'll have a little bit more pizza cutter news.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get into Raw.
Let's do it. So we get Raw kicking off with Logan Paul addressing Jey Uso with his world title match on Saturday night's main event. God damn blood sugar. Hold on a sec.
we're about to
It's
watch
been-
Ricky C's in front of everyone.
No, we're good. It's been a wild day with this new sensor I just stuck on. So Logan Paul says he's going to defeat Jey Uso at Saturday night main event, and then we get interrupted by Gunther. Gunther again doing amazing work. Love his promos.
Did he
Just
feel like he turned face here?
a little bit?
Kind of, yeah.
That is, I think it's more so Logan Paul's heat that just made people want Gunther to beat the absolute tar out of him.
Yeah,
it's the I call it the Dominic syndrome. Like,
No.
no, seriously, people like to boo Dominic, but at the same time, they kind of like all the other guys around him are getting more heat. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna, he's getting more cheers than boos now. And I think Gunther's in that same boat. Is the people he's around are taking kind of the heat off of him, so he's kind of being turned face a little bit. So
yeah, I love it. Gunther, just the arrogance he shows in his promos. But he says defeating Jey is personal to him, so he wants to take on Jey and get his title back. And he says if Logan Paul ends up winning the title, then Gunther's taking that more personal.
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, if we're gonna be part of the Goose Steppers.
So after Gunther leaves, Jey Uso comes out. He sneaks up and he throws the first super kick down right in Logan Paul's face and lays him out. Then we get Paul Heyman backstage telling Jey Uso that the long-term plan is Seth Rollins winning the world title again. First match of the night, we get Judgment Day, Balor and JD McDonough to defeat AJ Styles and Penta with help from Carlito and your boy El Grande Americano.
I won't have that blasphemy on this show, Wyatt.
I said gracias.
No, but he said something. I won't.
He said nothing.
I didn't hear why it said.
Someone said Chad Gable. Maybe it's.
What was that box?
Yeah, that box. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Puffers just walked through here. Maybe it was him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor won a match.
He did.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And he pinned Penta.
Penta's taking a lot of pins here lately, huh? Bet he's wanting to go back to AEW.
Both Lucha Bros are. Maybe they should get them aligned for that tag team division.
Count to 3.
Yeah. 0 victories. So then we go backstage and we got Seth Rollins telling Logan Paul that he will have the advantage over Jey Uso on Saturday night because Jey will not be 100% after their tag team match. We get to our first qualifying match of the night for a women's Money in the Bank spot. We got Roxanne versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Started off kind of crappy, but ended up being a pretty decent match. I was glad they did not put Becky over in this one. We knew Natalya was going to eat this pin.
Yeah.
I've never been impressed with Natalya ever.
I don't
She
know.
had a pretty good showing in this match for once.
I don't know. I like her new persona where she's like this cage fighter, street fighter person or whatever that she's trying to pull off.
I'm just glad we didn't put it over the waste management department, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, no trash cans this week.
Just tired of hearing about recycling and trash.
So Roxanne gets the win, hitting the pop rocks on Natalia after Lyra Valkyria sneaks in to yeet Becky Lynch's ass out of the ring and beat the shit out of her up the entrance ramp. After the match is over, we go backstage as Adam Pearce asks your boy Tozawa if he's ready to sign his death wish next week on Raw.
That's about what it's going to be.
Who wanted the Rusev news, by the way?
Huh?
Somebody
one of
asked for
our viewers?
Rusev. It was Marvin asked for some Rusev news. There's your news, Marvin.
There's your Rusev news of the day, Marvin.
Yeah, Rusev on his way to beating another jobber.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, soon R-Truth will be freed up, so
Yeah.
he'll be able to take him on next.
Sheamus defeats Grayson Waller. Grayson tried to leave during the match, and Theory stops him. It's almost hysterical watching these two idiots
I don't.
set each other up.
Okay, so this this match felt like first it was hard hitting. Like they beat the absolute piss out of each other. Waller got the worst of it. That did seem like Waller did want to leave. And I believe that. I believe he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And this looked like Waller was being taught a lesson.
So you think something happened backstage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he beat the fucking tar. He beat the brakes off of him. Yeah. There's something going on. I won't be surprised if Grayson Waller gets released here soon.
Ooh.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, so we had our solar eclipse of the Monday Night Raw segment with Sheamus coming out there looking even whiter than before.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think it's possible with him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
See his bones now.
Almost.
As I have said, the three whitest guys.
Yeah.
Sheamus. Who's the
Cena.
other one?
Like you
Cena
always
and
said, Scotty.
Huh?
Like you always said.
Yeah. Cena and Adam Armstrong.
No, yeah.
Double A.
Inky, Blinky, and Sheamus.
Yeah.
Sheamus is his own category.
Does anybody give a shit about the Tyrese Halliburton NBA segment?
No. I want Indy to lose so bad.
I really could give two squirts about the NBA anymore. The only thing that was funny about it is when Pat McAfee showed throwback of John Cena pouring JR's barbecue sauce all over Michael Cole.
Cena. I forgot how good Cena used to look. Not decrepit.
Yeah, that's when he had a full head of hair and didn't look like Ernest P. Worrell. So then we go backstage again, and Rollins puts Gunther on notice, saying that he'll be waiting on the other side for whoever has the world title. After Gunther gets to challenge whoever on the Monday Night Raw on June 9th, I think it is.
Yeah.
We get to our second women's triple threat qualifying match, which was not a triple threat because poor Zoe Stark decided to do a leaping drop kick from the top rope.
Yeah, I think she was trying to do like a springboard missile drop kick and
her leg bent sideways, and they had to carry her.
It was pretty disgusting because I saw the clips of it afterwards, and people were like, "Oh, she broke her ankle." Like, no, she bent her leg in half. We're looking at ACL
blew
or something.
Every ligament out of it, probably.
It looked like Kyrie was in the wrong. Was out of place, and she tried to keep herself from
way out of place.
So way out of place.
So after about 5 minutes of that match, they had to go to just a singles where Rhea pins Kyrie. I'm pretty sure Zoe Stark was going to be eating this pin.
Yeah, there are 0 pure fusion collectives left. There's no collection of collectives.
No, they are all released or now getting set for surgery.
They're broken.
Yeah. So then we get a backstage where Balor brings Roxanne Perez to the Judgment Day clubhouse, and she brings a bag of apples for Carlito and a box of chicken nuggies for Dom, and Dom's about to pull himself yet another girl, probably.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
He's gonna be a
Dom is
Triple Crown winner, man.
Dom is a
Seriously.
fucking dog,
He is.
and he's married.
Yeah, and it's all crazy. His wife's completely okay with this because as soon as he's done, it's over. It's a different thing.
Yeah, it's move on to. I actually like this. I think this is going to be good because this is going to move. This is going to, you know how Liv is, right? This is going to be move Liv into a different category of crazy. And the whole time, Raquel could not just fucking stare in a hole right in her.
Yeah,
Just
that was
mean
funny.
mugging the shit out of her. So
And Balor's eating it up.
he said,
Balor knows what he's doing.
Liv is going to hear about this. He said, "I can't wait."
And did you see the smile on Dom's face watching her walk away, munching on them, munching those tendies?
He finally has a girl that's not his height or taller. So.
Jesus. So we get to our main event of the night, a non-title match between Jey Uso and Bron Breakker, which ends in a DQ after Rollins attacks Jey Uso. And then we've got a melee beatdown on Jey, and then Sammy, Jesus Zayn comes out with CM Punk to even things up. And then as Raw's going off the air and they're all fighting through the crowd, Jey Uso in the ring gets the blindsided knockout punch from Logan Paul.
Yep.
That's how Raw goes off the air.
You want to go ahead and do the Rick's picks right now? You want to do Rick's picks for
what?
Saturday Night Main Event?
Do we have the full card yet?
It's four matches. Do you need it?
Yeah, I do need it because I don't remember. I know they announced a cage match with Priest and
a whole ass cage match.
I'm pretty sure they announced a cage match with Priest and Drew. They've got the tag match, the non-title match with Truth and Cena.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull them up for you. We're gonna.
Yeah, Jay and Logan Paul.
Are you gonna guess them or am I gonna pull them up? What are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
He's just going off. Let him cook.
I'm trying to think of what I know right now.
Yeah, I think Jesse Ventura is gonna be there.
I was gonna say he's doing all of it, so that's not a shock.
They need a Jesse Ventura with Karrion Kross and Will Sasso. Just get rid of Cole.
We would like to present to you Jesse Ventura with his mini me. Jesse Ventura.
How would that would be pretty interesting.
And also Jesse Ventura. Hey, we'll get Karrion Kross on TV.
It would not
that would be awesome.
spot on TV.
I'd take them. I'd take 3 Venturas over a Cole and Wade Barrett any day of the week.
True.
Well, it was. I did have it, and I lost it. Aha! I got it. Well, that's first off. We got to do.
It's time for Rick's.
What did I do?
Play my video.
Hit my music.
Yeah, hit my music.
Fair enough.
It's time for Rick's picks.
Not really Rick's picks, because Ricky was not prepared. But here we go. I'm gonna Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, steel cage match. Scotty.
Ooh. So again, what is this? The 8th time they've wrestled in different forms or fashions?
They just keep finding each other like two.
Drew got
in the night.
2 farts.
Sure.
Two farts under the covers.
There you go.
Touch up in this bitch.
Is that another Cornettism?
No, that's a Scottyism. No, honestly, I really don't even care about this at this point. But Drew got his win at Mania, so I'm assuming it's going to be Priest going over in this shot. This is my guess.
Does Scotty with 2 farts under a cover equate to what starts a forest fire?
If no one's there to hear it, it doesn't happen.
Does a bear shit in the woods? No, Scott does.
You're getting ready to go on a road trip with him too. So interesting. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, still cage.
I don't know. I like Damian Priest and Drew. And Drew has always been a great worker, but Damian Priest, I feel like needs that independent push a little bit. So I'm gonna go with Damian Priest on this one.
All right, Rick.
I'm going Priest as well in this one. Drew just got the win in a street fight at Mania.
I agree. I'm going to go with Damian Priest too. I don't think Damian Priest needs another run because it was god awful when he was running with the belt. But Drew McIntyre, on the other hand, let's strap him up. He's done great shit. So, undisputed. Oh wait a minute, we'll get to that. No, fuck it. Undisputed World WWE Champion John Cena versus Ron Killings. Maybe little Jimmy. Who knows?
Yeah. So I keep saying, when are we going to get little Jimmy back? There's got to be a run with that.
R-Truth said that he doesn't want to fight John, but if he's got to beat some sense into him, he said that's not the John Cena I know. Are we gonna start seeing? First off, is John Cena going to beat the absolute piss out of R-Truth like he needs to prove a point? And are we going to start seeing like some cracks in John Cena's armor here? Is he going to start going back to being the old John Cena? Make a wish, Scotty.
Oh God. Honestly, I would prefer not to see John Cena anymore. I'm done with him, but it's R-Truth. Like the 24/7 record holder is not going to get the world title off of John Cena, so I'm calling John Cena to win this, and I hope they end this retirement run here and then soon,
December. Wyatt.
I don't know. Again, just for comedy, I would love to say R-Truth, but obviously this is going to be R-Truth into a pulp. So Cena on this one.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say John Cena.
I'm going to pick.
But I almost feel like Truth is going to somehow win this though, because it's non-title, and maybe Randy Orton shows up and calls Cena the match, or maybe our next challenger for the world championship shows up and calls Cena the match. Maybe Cody comes back. I don't know, but I almost feel like with it being non-title, it leaves a little in question. I almost want to say Truth, but I'm still going to go with Cena.
I actually like that. I think that's a good idea. I like that.
That's a good storyline.
I'm going with R-Truth not to win. R-Truth is not winning this match. Everything that they've built John Cena into being here the last couple of months would be just shit down the toilet. We got CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Scotty?
See, this one's kind of a tough one for me because, they just got this group together, Braun and Seth. So my hunch is that they're not going to take the steam off them just yet, and Punk and Sammy are going to eat the loss. Probably Sammy takes the pin on that one too. But they need to build some more steam under this crew and really get them going. And in my view, it'll probably be a revelation of the third man, whoever the third man is going to be, because we know there's somebody coming at some point. Seth can't just do it with Bron Breakker alone. There's got to be another person involved in this. So possibly a revelation of a third person for the group under Seth and Heyman's tutelage. So. Yeah, I'm calling Seth and Braun to win it.
The third man. John Moxley.
Jesus, T-Bone.
Okay, T-Bone.
What?
Yeah, I'm with Scott on this one. They need a bigger push going into the summer months doing Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, so it's going to be Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker.
Seth and Braun, and I've been kind of playing in my head the Sammy is going to be the third man turn.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sammy Jesus with Wrestle Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Messiah and Mustafa.
No?
Yeah. I'm actually with you. I think Sammy. I think Sammy turns. I don't think Sammy's a third man. Too obvious. I think Sammy does turn on CM Punk because why not? Everyone else turns on CM Punk. So, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul for the World Heavyweight Champion. Neither one of these guys are heavyweights by any means. So, Scotty.
Gosh,
God.
Will the YouTuber win this title?
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I honestly, at this point, I don't think they're gonna take this belt off of Jay right now. But I would love. I mean, and so I'm sorry, Wyatt. I know you hate the guy, but in my view, I would love to see Logan Paul as the champion.
I wouldn't,
because I like the guy. Like the guy is a heat magnet. Like I really would love to see what they could do with a guy that can get that much amount of heat. Like, I don't like. Even if they bring up his old YouTube stuff and the controversies he's been in and stuff like that, just use it to generate so much heat. Like we might even see us almost, maybe possibly start to get back to the days when fans wanted to jump the rail and beat the crap out of the wrestlers for real and not, because like I
still fucking happens, bro.
They can throw a beer bottle at him.
Yeah, well. But but I don't think they're going to take this belt off of Jey Uso right now. So I'm calling Jay to win this one.
Wyatt,
I want Jey Uso to kick the crap out of Logan Paul and probably kill him. So, Jey Uso.
Daddy Donald. Breaking news: Donald Trump has bought AEW. Donald Trump will be making AEW great again. This is just breaking. Danny Donald.
Love it.
Wow.
Ricky, now that Donald Trump has bought AEW.
4 letters, 1 word.
Trump.
Yeet.
Oh, okay. No.
It'd be MAGA.
5 letters, yeah.
Actually, technically, Yeet's 3 letters. It's a Y, 2 E's, and a T. There's only 3 letters in
Yeah,
there.
I don't try to do math.
Steiner, you're still struggling with the Steiner math.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the 33 1/3%. So I'm going with of course Jay's gonna hold on to this title because him and Gunther have that showdown coming up where Jay's gonna hold on to the title there. But you want to get heat with Logan Paul, put the belt on him and have Hulk Hogan manage him.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Or just have Hulk Hogan show up and
there you go.
challenge him to an impromptu match and beat him in 5 seconds.
Do you think a good TV show would be Hulk Hogan like sitting around just telling stories?
No.
Why not? Like
shit
stories.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Rocky and they wanted me to be Rocky.
Better a perfect show would be Hulk Hogan hooked up to a lie detector and he has to tell his stories. And
Mr. America and Vince McMahon.
I think he beats the lie detector. Yeah, I think he beats the lie detector.
Well, he beat it up against Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyway, that was Rick's picks. Saturday night's main event. So that's it. That's it for Hardway Wrestling today. Short show, nice and smooth, nice and easy. So anyway, that's gonna do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you go like and subscribe, ring that bell, tell your friends. June next month, and we're gonna talk about it next week. We're gonna start ramping it up. We have Toy Show, Maryland Toy Expo coming up. And Gilbert will be with us signing autographs. Make sure you guys get on board for that. It's a Maryland Toy Expo in Timonium. So we'll get into that all next week. Beginning of June, we'll push for the next however many days, 15 days before, or what is it, 15th? The 14th, right? June 14th. So hopefully we can get Gilbert on here beforehand to come talk some shit and get on here and go, you know what
we're getting the Tasmanian Devil? No way.
Yeah, he does a great Tasmanian Devil. So
yeah,
I just spoke to him the other day. He's super excited.
If we can't get him, we might be able to get Crossberg.
It's very, I don't know. It's all contract stuff. So we'll have to see what Haraway's offering. So anyway, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next time
on the hard way. Hit my music.
It's time for Rick's.
Psych, I did it.